I'm going to show you the really basics of using Scratch. So the first thing you do is come up to the little button that says Create to start a new project. And hopefully your Flash will work. If not, you might have to enable it somewhere up here in Chrome. And here are the basic parts of your Scratch program. This is your stage. This is where you can see what you're asking your character to do. Down here, this is where your sprites are. Sprites are the word we use for the characters or objects that we can move around on the screen. You can see over here that right now my stage backdrop is blank. So if I wanted to change that, I could click on it and look at backdrops and see which ones they have built in. So maybe I want to put my cat in this bedroom. Okay. And then when I'm ready to make my cat do something, I need to make sure I click back on the sprite itself. So now, if this is where, because I'm selected under Costumes tab, this is where I can change how my sprite looks. But I'm going to leave the cat the way it is now and click on Scripts. Now this gray space is where I will actually use these blocks to write code to make the cat do something. For example, I could drag out this blue block that's under motion to make it move 10 steps. So if I do that and I click on it, I can see what happens. So the cat moved 10 steps, which you can tell is not very much. If I wanted to make the cat move further, I can change this number to whatever I want, 200 steps. Click on it again, you can see the cat moves much further. Pick it up, drag it back. There are some other really important things to know about Scratch. One is that the cat will move on the X, Y axis, just like in math. So if you wanted the cat to move left to right, you would change its X coordinates. So I could say change X by 10 instead of by tiny steps. I could also make the cat go up and down by changing the Y axis. So if I click the Y, I'm going to move up 10 steps, moving 10, or change X is going to move to the right by 10. If I wanted him to move left, I would change these to a negative number. So let's say negative 100, or I can make him move down negative 100. So if I click the Y, he's going to go down. There we go. And if I change the X, he's going to go backwards. There we go. The other things you need to know other than motion are in these other little categories that are color-coded. So events is a really important one to know. If you want the cat to do something when you click a certain key on your keyboard, you could drag out this orange block. When the space key is pressed, move 200 steps. Now if I click space on my keyboard, the cat moves. Similarly, I could say right arrow key is pressed, change the X by 10. And when this one would be the up arrow or the down arrow because it's the Y. No, up arrow is pressed, change by 10. And now I can control the cat using the arrow keys. So I would just make a copy of this one, click on stamp, duplicate it, and then edit this to say left arrow and make this a negative number. Now I can use left and right keys to move my cat. Cat left and right with my arrow keys, and I can do the same thing with my Y. You can also make your sprites play sounds.
Adam Erickson and Sydney Wilkes, please report to the health office.
So you can make it play sounds, you can make it draw a line using the pen tools, you can change the size and color of your sprite by using some of these purple looks buttons, or make your character say something for as many seconds as you like. And then of course there are some more complicated tools that you can use under the control. There's some repeats and some if-else statements. There's some ways to sense other objects on the screen and much, much more. So go ahead and play around, have a good time. And if you ever need help, try a Google search or click this little how-to section on the right side of your screen. Happy coding!